I don't really know what I'm going to call this video yet, but whatever it is, I imagine you're already interested in whatever I'm about to talk about. So thank you for being here. Just for a quick little side note before I really get into anything, this is completely off the cuff, so I don't know what to expect from this. And also my audio for Black Ops 3 has always been scuffed. So the best way I can explain it is, it's actually one of the most disappointing gaming experiences I've ever had. Because I got this game on PC for the first time in full hopes to play it a lot, enjoy like the modded experience and everything else. And I just couldn't really enjoy that fully. For some reason, I don't know if it's with newer Bluetooth stuff or what, Black Ops 3 does not like Bluetooth headsets. And a lot of stuff seems to not like Bluetooth headsets, and which I did not know when I got my headset. So, in short, my audio for this game will not play through my headset. And at the time, oh, ooh, he's fast. Ooh, he's fast. Why is he so fast? Why is he a runner on run 4? Holy crap. Okay. That's just disappointing. For some reason, it just won't play through my headset, right? And when I got my PC set up and everything else, I didn't invest in speakers. I got some $20 Logi speakers on my desktop. And so I have to play the audio through that. But I still have to use my headset to talk to my friends and stuff. So basically, I have to at least cover up one ear with the headset constantly. And then also not blast my audio through my speakers loud enough where my friends can hear it. So overall, it's a just not very good audio experience. You know, honestly, the round 5 experience is a little more intense than I remember it. But okay, let's get into probably the topic of this video. And again, like I said, this is off the cuff, but I really wanted to do this because I've been rewatching, or not even rewatching, I've been getting back into a certain YouTuber I used to watch. His name is Mr. T Lexify. And he's somebody I've always really enjoyed. My controller, I think, is dying because it stopped giving me feedback. But okay. He's somebody I've always really enjoyed to watch, at least when it comes to zombie content. And of course, there's a couple, especially my zombie heydays. But we're not really here to get into that. Dude, I'm not going down on round 5 from a sprinter. That'd be so shameful. But we're also not going to buy quick revive. Okay, we're just going to buy through the map real quick. I've been getting back into him, and it's been really reigniting my love for zombies. Oh, it is the MP40. Oh, that's huge. Honestly, I don't care to keep the pistol. And it's been really, like, just revamping my love for zombies. And I really wanted to talk about this because it seems that, and I've also had a good chance with Modern Warfare 3 coming out with a couple of my friends that is not what I meant to do, to talk about zombies and the future of it with Modern Warfare 3 and the direction it's going and everything else. And there's a conclusion I came to, and that I'm seeing a lot of people don't necessarily think of first thing, or at least especially people of my category, and we'll get into that in a second. So this also stems off of me watching a Mr. Raffle Waffle video. What's his name? I always forget his name. And it's somebody I used to consistently watch for tutorials and stuff. Mr. Waffles or whatever his name is. I watched a video of him breaking down Modern Warfare 3 zombies and stuff like that. Man, okay. And stuff like that. And one of the things that really just like resonated with me was his breakdown of the player base, right? So to me, round-based zombies is zombies. It's what it's supposed to be. It's the best version of it. Everything else, right? And that's what I would expect people to love. However, the more I think about it, the more that's not really the case anymore. Most COD players are Warzone players now. Right? Most COD players are Warzone players. They enjoy the Warzone experience above any other experience. Also, a huge factor, is they did not grow up playing zombies like I did. They did not grow up playing War at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, then Black Ops 3, seeing how zombies turned from the simple round base that everyone loved, that was, you know, the only mechanics was opening doors, getting points, and hitting the mystery box. What? Oh my gosh, I completely forgot there's hellhounds on this map. Okay, well, we'll deal with that. Wow, I completely lost train of thought. That's awful. My bad. But people don't have that, haven't had that experience as much. And that didn't really click until I heard them say it. Until I heard, you know, YouTubers and stuff say it. When they're making zombies nowadays, they're targeting not the old school players that loved round-based zombies for, yeah, sure, round-based zombies for what it was and grew up. It has a nostalgia factor, which is always a huge aspect that I also feel people overlook. There's a huge nostalgia factor. KRM, no. And people don't have that anymore. They again, they love the Warzone experience, so they're gonna like a zombies experience that is more, or not even more, but that is closer to the Warzone experience. That's why the zombie mode, like Outbreak, was just as popular as the round-based zombies at the time. In which I'm referring to Cold War zombies. Cold War zombies had both a round-based, which, take it as it is, it had its flaws, it has its perks, whatever, right? I'm not here to get into the specifics of how zombies is age and what mechanics are good and bad in my opinion and this and that. Maybe there'll be future content over that, I don't know, but that's not what I'm here to get into. Basically what I wanted to say was that at the time I didn't know it because, again, as a purely round-based player nearly, I didn't even view other zombie game modes as really even like an option. I didn't even view it as something that I didn't even view it as something that could be enjoyed as much as regular zombies was. Okay. And so it's crazy to me when I learned that Outbreak and round-based zombies in Cold War had the exact same amount of players. Let's see if I can get Speed Cola for half off. But that's the truth. And if anything, I feel like, oh no, I feel like that's just going to get more and more so the case that non-round based is more liked, which I feel like is a really sad reality. Oh, I do love the Argus. I do love the Argus. Let's change things up. Oh, do I have aim assist on? What the heck? I haven't played this game in forever. Let's see if I have aim assist on. Oh yeah, 100%. That's awful because this is going to auto aim to the body even if I aim to the head. Okay, where am I going? What? Man, those points are just racking up with this single shot pupper. Look, guys, I already have Deadshot. Okay. But it's something that I didn't realize. And it's really saddening to me because I feel like both have their ups and downs, but both sides of either Outbreak enjoyers slash like just the new style of zombies they're trying to create versus the old style lovers of round base, I feel like there's a lot that can be learned from both sides, and I feel like both sides could branch out into the other side very easily if they had time, but the problem is they don't have the time anymore. And this video might be longer. Originally I had, and this is a side note, I just wanted to put this out there. Originally I had 2 video ideas planned. I wanted to talk about the fall of round-based zombies, and I also wanted to talk about why you should love round-based zombies, but it seems when I'm doing this off the dome, it's sort of fusing together, so we'll see, but I imagine this is going to be one slightly longer video that maybe hopefully somebody will end up enjoying and watching, even if it's on the longer side. Okay, sorry, my brain is running at 1,000 miles per hour right now. Also, if you don't love this gun, I'm sorry. It's just fun to use. Sometimes fun factor is a bigger factor than how good a gun is. But okay, back to it. The problem is that round-based zombies enjoyers, right? We loved Black Ops 1, 2, 3. After 3, people universal, any zombies player at least, pretty much agrees that things started going downhill. Whether you think there were still some highs or lows, or if you just think everything was trash immediately after Black Ops 3, that's all up in the air for discussion. Personally, I branched off. I tried non-Treyarch zombies. Ooh, don't smite me, because there's a lot of diehard Treyarch zombies players. I branched out and played other ones. And I'm not saying I like those more than Treyarch zombies, but they did have some good things about them. They weren't automatically bad just because they weren't Treyarch and they didn't have the exact same formula as Treyarch zombies. They definitely had some good things about them. Okay. And the sad thing is that because such a huge chunk of, I guess I'll use the ISR. Such a huge chunk of ground-based players only like Treyarch zombies. Like I said, I can barely hear the audio. Since such a huge chunk of players only liked the Treyarch zombies experience, that really screwed us over. I firmly believe that. I firmly believe it is the player base's fault for the fall of round-based zombies. I feel like round-based zombies, even with the growth of Warzone and how popular Warzone is, and what New COD has turned into, round-based zombies could have prevailed if it wasn't for what the player base acted like and did when it came to non-Treyarch zombies. There were so many, every installation that was not Activision, Treyarch, whatever, was immediately looked down upon, had drastically less player base, drastically less love across the board. And I believe that we were asking for the impossible. We were asking for the impossible. After Black Ops 3, we wanted another fantastic zombies experience like that. We wanted another basically near perfect zombies experience like that. However, we also wanted innovation. We wanted the same thing, but we also wanted innovation. That's not how that works. You can have one or the other, or, of course, you can have I guess, a mix of both. But even then, that's still just innovating just on a smaller scale. It's not innovating or whatever. Okay. Don't want to get a copyright strike. Again. We wanted something new, but we also wanted things to stay the same. To this formula that we love, to this Easter egg style, gun style, perks, everything. We wanted everything to stay the same, but somehow we wanted some kind of innovation, but we couldn't put our finger on what kind of innovation we wanted. And I will say the one perk in general, or the one good thing that you can give non-Treyarch zombies credit for, is they were the most innovative. Yes, a lot of those fell face first into the ground and did not hit how we wanted them to hit, but that does not mean they didn't attempt to innovate. That doesn't mean they didn't attempt to try new things, and they had the potential to be great. We just didn't give them the chance. Dead wire, perfect. Okay, yeah, we just didn't give them the chance. We decided that because it wasn't what we were used to, we weren't going to touch it and we weren't going to give it love. And of course, there is some players. I would say maybe like, just at least what it feels like, just out of pure gut feeling, I would say something like 30%, maybe even 40% of the player base was like me, branched out, tried new things. But there was at least a 60-70% chance that did none of that. Just going to run through. That did none of that. And we missed a lot of chances. We missed a lot of chances to really thoroughly play and go through stuff that we definitely could have liked. And I really hate that. I really, really hate that. Because I will say that Treyarch zombies were definitely much, much worse after Black Ops 3. And by that I mean Black Ops 4 and Cold War. In which another factor that was, again, a growing thing was the company was trying to, what's the word? Was trying to involve a new player base. They were trying to not conform to the times, but evolve with the times to make it where this new group of Warzone players and stuff would also enjoy zombies. So again, they started changing mechanics and this and that to basically make it friendlier in a way, because I guess people view round-based zombies as like hard, I guess, or like a not a try hard experience, but like not something that's super duper casual. And so Treyarch just didn't know the direction they wanted. No, they didn't know if they wanted to try to keep their existing players or get new players. However, as a game company, as whatever, of course you want to get new players, and of course you're going to try to, do whatever you can to get those new players on board. And I need speed cola. Oh, perfect. Whew, okay. And I'm trying not to ramble, but again, this is completely off the cuff, so might as well, even though it's slower. So I'm like, again, I'm trying not to ramble, but I just have a lot of thoughts going up. And it could have been, and sorry if you hear me sniffle or breathe, I'll listen to this post-recording, but there's probably not a lot of editing I can do, because if I make any edits during this gameplay and stuff, it's going to chop it up in a really awkward way, and I don't know if I really want to do that. It's not me being lazy, I promise. It's just that if I make any kind of edits for audio, I either have to cut all of the audio out completely because my audios aren't separate, or I have to cut some of the gameplay out, so then there would just be like an awkward cut, which I might end up doing, I don't know. It depends on how bad my mic chooses to treat me. But okay, back to it. Because of how we treated the newer installations, they, I believe, started giving up on hope for round-based zombies to prevail. We didn't like any of the new stuff they're adding because, for example, Black Ops 4 was not very new player friendly. It was purely for the tryhards or the long-term players. Let that be Easter egg players, or I'm surprised my mic hasn't cut out. I'm actually about to check that 1 second. Okay. Another thing is that my mic will turn itself off since it's not playing audio through it, even though I'm talking and recording through it. Oh, it sometimes will just turn itself off. So I was making sure it was still on and recording. But okay, the Black Ops 4, like I said, was not easy at all. It was a very hard zombies and not very new player friendly. Yet, because they changed certain basic mechanics, I guess you could call it, we got very unhappy. And by we, I mean long-term zombie player. We got very unhappy. Like, they changed the perk system. And, I mean, I didn't love it. I didn't hate it, though. It wasn't, like, the worst thing that's ever happened to us. And it was definitely something that could be glossed over. But they did change the perk system, which... Where is... Speak It's down there. And that did suck. They also made the Easter eggs, like, overly tedious. They tried to be innovative with Easter eggs and made things overly tedious. The high rounds either got unbelievably hard or increasingly simple, where it just got out. I knew it was going to happen. Where it just wasn't the same experience, same fun experience that we were looking for. And it's really just saddening because wow, I'm already on 16. Wow, I'm good at this. Um, and so Black Ops 4 really flopped. And I will say, at least in my opinion, one of the hugest factors was that they are trying to tackle two storylines at once. I feel like if they put all their assets to either side of the story, in which if you don't know what I'm talking about, there's basically two different plot lines within the zombies maps. There was the original plot that we've had with all the games for a very long time, or the new plot line stuff that was a new thing only in Black Ops 4, which they completely dropped since Black Ops 4 zombies flopped so hard. They're probably never going to pick it back up. Um, Man, I keep saying This is one of the reasons I want pick this back up. I want to be able to get better at storytelling and talking with less ums, ahs, and oohs. But there is just they did drop the ball, and I do feel like it was just because of that split with storylines and certain mechanics they did were bad, but overall it was still something that we could have found enjoyment in that I feel like we just chose not to. Okay, so it's right there. Should be. Gosh, I did it again! Wait, it's in the alley? Oh, it is. Ew. Okay, whatever. And yes, this is the fastest hoarding spot. I'm not doing that, though. I'm not good enough. I haven't played this. Basically, I've taken a 6-month break from zombies in general, and I'm not where I used to be. But okay. I'm really upset because I feel like... Oh, that didn't kill him? Okay. I feel like there's just so much more potential to be had in zombies, and we really dropped the ball because we're just so unaccepting of anything new. And I'm not saying we need to be accepting of trash mechanics or like bad just Easter eggs and stuff in general, but I'm going to get to the point of where I feel like we really failed. Oh, holy crap. Oh, holy crap. This is a problem. That... Okay. Okay. Yeah, see, this is why I didn't want to be out here. I don't have anything. See, here's the problem. I don't have the Thunder Gun, and the trick for this is to just spam Thunder Gun. Also, if you haven't realized, I haven't hit any Gobblegums either, which is also, like, a huge factor. Okay. I'm gonna try to keep... it's just gonna get harder and harder for me to talk as more and more of my brain power is going towards playing the game. But... Infinite Warfare. Okay, yeah, let's get to the point. Let's get to the point. Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I firmly believe Call of Duty Infinite Warfare's launch map was just as good, if not... Okay, I'm not going to say bad. I believe it was just as good in the same quality, gameplay mechanics, Easter egg, everything, Zombies in Spaceland, as any Black Ops 3 map. And I know this will probably throw me a lot of hate. I don't care. I believe Zombies in Spaceland was truly a underrated S-tier map that belongs with the greats. It had a incredibly vibrant, well thought out map with a great design. The Easter egg was replayable, had a harder difficulty. The wonder weapons were unique. The map itself was unique. It wasn't a rehash. All the mechanics were very similar to Black Ops 3. And I really feel like that map, at least, was fantastic. And I also believe that after that, maps did, yes, slowly get worse after that. But I believe Zombies in Spaceland is an S tier map. I believe Raven the Redwoods, the second map, is an A. I believe Shaolin and the Beast from Beyond and Attack the Radioactive thing. I think the Radioactive thing, for at least Easter egg purposes, is the S tier, just because the Easter egg was, yes, insanely tough, but also incredibly rewarding in a sense. I believe all the maps were good. Now, there definitely was some tedious mechanics, but even, we gotta be real, Black Ops 3 isn't perfect. Like, Gobblegums are incredibly unbalanced. It's like, Gobblegums are incredibly unbalanced. Certain special zombies really suck. I'm gonna be real, I think Margwas are sort of bruh. Oof. It's like, I think Margwas are sort of bruh. And that those definitely aren't the best special zombies. Oh my gosh. Like, they're not awful, and design-wise they're well, like looks and fit for the map and everything, but anything with a one-shot move that just randomly spawns is really bad in my opinion. Certain Easter egg steps were bad. Revelations was basically a flop. Okay, we're ending round. Revelations was basically a flop for an ending map. Zetsubo was a perfect. Was a destroyed mess for months after launch. But no one ever talks about that anymore. There's just a whole bunch of Zetsubo rehab enjoyers where after Zetsubo went to rehab and got rid of its drinking problem, now it's a good map and it shouldn't ever be hated on. Zetsubo had an awful launch and was basically unplayable for what, like a couple months because of the amount of bugs and stuff in it. I'm not just going to overlook that because they fixed it, because I mean it wasn't overlooked in any other COD when that happened, so I'm not just going to overlook it because it's a, you know, Black Ops 3 special. So I feel like it's the community's fault for being so torn in what we wanted. If you wanted another Black Ops 3, okay, let me rephrase that. We didn't want another Black Ops 3. We thought we did, but I can guarantee you if they made another Zombies with the exact same mechanics as Black Ops 3. They made another Zombies with the exact same mechanics as 3. I should probably get turned on this, shouldn't I? With even a the mythical Zombies Chronicles 2 on it, right? With, you know, Transit remastered and all the maps with it, Die Rise remastered, Nuketown remastered, maybe Call of the Dead. If let's say we got a Zombies Chronicle 2 and a whole bunch of banger maps that were same quality as, you know, Black Ops 3, we wouldn't be happy with that. Okay, let me rephrase it. We would be happy about that, but it wouldn't be, what's the word? It wouldn't hit the same as this installation. Fireworks? Ah, okay, that's fine. It wouldn't hit the same as this installation. We would either view it as just as good, but more than likely slightly below, and if they did it a third time, we'd be even more disappointed. They can't just keep releasing the same crap and us be happy with it. That's why Call of Duty multiplayer has been on the down low, on the failing end of things. Why it has increasingly gotten. No, I'm just gonna run through it the Zeus cannon and hope. Okay, that's why it's gotten increasingly less and less loved. Because they keep releasing the exact same multiplayer with a couple new guns, sometimes some new maps, honestly only sometimes some new guns, and very, very similar, if not the exact same mechanics every time. There's no way we're going to be happy with that. There is absolutely no way that we're going to be happy with that and keep enjoying that. It's been a proven fact that that's the case. If they did that with zombies and just kept giving us the exact same thing, we wouldn't be happy with it. But we are so unwilling, unwanting to even slightly detach from what we knew, that any speck of innovation that we could have said we enjoyed, gave some feedback to and stuff, we just hated on. Regardless of if it was good or not. And because the enjoyers were such a smaller percentage, it didn't matter that there was some enjoyers for said things. Like let's talk. I'm just gonna list a couple mechanics, a couple innovations, a couple things that I genuinely felt were really good ideas. COD World War II zombies. Critically acclaimed to be garbshite. Many people hate it. If that be due to the boss monsters, the maps, the Easter eggs, whatever it may be, right? People did not like it, which I'm not saying you should. That zombies went for something different, which was thematically than any other zombies has done since then. Why is there like a wall here? Okay. Okay. It went for something different. It went for a more creepy horror vibe. It went for completely different zombie designs. It went for that eerie look, that eerie feel that we honestly haven't gotten since Black Ops 1. And it was dimmer. The colors were more murky. It was more bloody. It had jump scares even. It was a different experience. And again, I have to say, I believe the default map, the final right, other than the special zombies, what are they? Oh, the rights. What are they? I don't know what they're called. There are these big old dudes with like a metal bat arm that are just a bullet sponge that can do a linear charge attack, and that's it. And then they have like a slam move for when they actually hit you, where it basically stuns you. Other than those, S tier map, 100%. Um, and there were certain mechanics I felt were bad. I feel like, because there's been a couple different versions of it, Juggernaut, Jug, is always and has always been the best health system. Being on a 2-hit system before, or 3, I don't know, 2-3 hit system before you get it, and then 4-5 hit, whatever it is, after you get it. If you build a shield on the map, then you can protect your back. That's That's the best way to do it. Any other way I either feel is tedious in some way or overpowered. In Cold War, for example, you had Jug, but you also had armor. So if you had both of those, it was like the broken version of Jug from War Zombies, where you could take like 15 to 20 hits before you go down. Yeah, they actually just brought that back, but instead of calling it a bug, they just called it gameplay. That's just not it. And with World War II, they had an armor system where every time you bought armor, it made it where you take reduced damage every zombie hit, but once your armor fully broke, you would have to get a new armor. But every time you got a new armor, it would increase in price to the point where after buying it 4, 5, 6 times, it would start costing all your points. Like a ridiculous amount of points. And yeah, that's also just a bad mechanic. But let me get back to it. The final right, even if, I mean, it's up to the player, I guess, if you like the theme. But I thought the more horror vibe was a really good design choice. I wouldn't say I would want every single map or that I wish Treyarch did it. Treyarch has its charm too. I love this map. I like the colors. I like how it feels. Everything about it's really good. The horror feel from World War II was just a different and new experience, and it was refreshing in a way. Um, I wouldn't say it was worse or better in any way. It was just a different experience that I felt like definitely was something that could be enjoyed. I also felt that I also felt that ooh 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 I should have got stamina up. Ooh bop. Yeah, let's just stand on stage with this and just go nuts. I felt like the wonder weapon on Final Right was really good. The variations and everything, one of it was a unique version of the 4 Wonder Weapon mechanic that was introduced in Origins and stayed in Horizon Draka Um, I know Cold War had a couple maps that did it. The default map Die Machina did it. World War 2 did it, like I said, in a map or two. The 4 unique wonder weapons on the final right were good. They were fun. They were interesting. The upgrade processes weren't super awful. The mini Easter eggs were honestly a little like fun. Right? It wasn't like great, but it wasn't awful either. And the Easter egg. Let me talk about the Easter egg mechanic that I wish I would have seen in other CODs. So again, to go back to one of my earlier points, one of the things that I feel like is the biggest struggle is trying to handle these new Warzone players. Or just the casuals that are constantly coming in every year trying out zombies that the company keeps trying to make their game be playable too. Right? And it's something that I feel like instead of making the zombies overall easier by giving you a super fat health pool or making it overall harder by just completely making something that only long-time zombies enjoyers would even be able to figure out and play, instead of doing either one of those, there's a really easy solution that was done before that I never saw a return of. In World War II Zombies, and with specifically the final right, I don't know if anybody here would remember, because I doubt almost anybody played it. It's not in here. Oh, there it is. Because I doubt anybody played it. What? That's garbage. Okay. I doubt anybody played it. But... oh my gosh, I'm losing train of thought. Why? I doubt anybody played it. But the Easter egg. It gave you how to do it. And of course, Easter egg hunters hated that, right? They hated that. But it told you how to do it. Okay. Which was bruh for many. But for casual players, that's a really good thing. Because it's one of the first times that I find that COD gave casuals a chance to get into Easter eggs. Because unless you grew up playing zombies, again, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, where you have slowly built up a knowledge of what to expect from Easter eggs, what they're like, how to play through them, like, all of that, if you jumped into Black Ops 3 as your first experience and let's say you're not like an advanced level gamer. Let's not say you're like a young adult late teen. Let's say you're just like a 14, 15-year-old hopping into Black Ops 3 Zombies. It's the first Zombies you ever played and you tried to do the Gorod Krovi Easter egg. You are going to be completely overwhelmed. You're going to be completely overwhelmed. Not Black Ops. World War II fixed that. Again, it told you how to do the Easter egg. Told you how to do the boss fight step by step, and it wasn't like a monkey to-do list where it was like the most obvious things. Like it was a little vague at points, but overall it gave you a chance to feel like you were sort of figuring out yourself while also not making it so hard where you get frustrated and give up. And it gave new players a chance to experience what doing an Easter egg was like. But you want to know the great thing about that Easter egg? That wasn't all there was to it. There's another layer. And again, a lot of you might not even know this. Did you know that there is a second Easter egg that was not at all explained, that would give you a harder version of the boss fight? There is a series of secret steps that you could do intermingled within the actual steps, and it would make the Easter egg process both twice as long and give you a harder boss fight that took a while to solve. Where's these dogs at? About to go nuts. Yeah, it's like, that was such a great mechanic that I wish I would have saw more. Because, again, it gave those long-term players something more to do. But it gave those younger... Sorry, mic cut out again. But it gave those younger players something to do. It gave those younger players something to figure out, something new to learn, and something that would actually get them into Easter eggs and get them interested in figuring out the later ones. Because I don't know if they did that with the future maps where they actually explain how to do the Easter eggs, but at least with the first map they did it. And I feel like that would be fine. As long as they do it on the first map, I feel like that's a really good introduction because, again, it just helps you get into something you don't understand. And for those long-term hardcore players, well, you also have something to solve, and you get extra rewards for doing it. You know, it's like it's not just you get the, 20G achievement or, the whatever trophy on PS, whatever it is. I don't know. I've never owned a PS other than a PS2. Um, whatever trophy achievement. You get like a whole new layer of rewards if you do the harder version, which gives those hardcore players even more of a reason to want to do it. And it was just such a good system because again, just it really helped encompass a large variety of players while not sacrificing from either. And I feel like if that was I'm not taking it. I feel like if that was more of the focus, things just would have been better. But instead, they kept trying to make the game towards only one player or the other kind of player. And it just kept flopping because of it. And because the players that actually, and the only players that truly stuck around for more than one installation, or more than 2 hours of gameplay total, were the long-term players, but we continuously got more and more disappointed because the innovation we were seeing was not what we wanted. However, anytime there was good innovation, we refused to even look at it because most of the time we wouldn't even give the game a shot. That's so idiotic to me. And it really is heartbreaking. And I'm not calling... And I'm not just trying to hate. I love the zombies community. I have a lot of respect for a lot of the content creators that still make content and all this other stuff, but it's just so sad because it's almost universally accepted now that we won't see another COD installation like Black Ops 3. Heck, that we might not even see another round-based zombies anymore. And yes, that is partially the fault of bad game design and this, that, and other stuff. But I really, really feel like it's also because of the player base. We just we didn't want something new, but we didn't want something old. We didn't know what we wanted. It caused confusion on both sides, and things just went bad. Monkeys? That's just not monkeys. And I don't know. I really wish that wasn't the case. Because again, I love round-based zombies, but the people that love round-based zombies are dwindling. Long-term players are finally giving up hope. Newer installations have been so unbalanced and bad that new players have a hard time getting into it, either because things are too simple or things are too hard. And I don't know, it's really disheartening. It's really disheartening, it's really sad, and I wish it wasn't the case. But I want to conclude on something happy. And I have no clue how this recording turned out. I'm gonna hope it turned out alright. My mic cut out a couple times, and who knows what my audio sounds like. It literally sounds different every time I record. Sometimes my mic pops, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. But I want to end on a happy note. Let me take a sip of my water, so if you hear rattling or whatever, just know it's the ice bouncing around on my Yeti cup. And now I'm playing with one hand, by the way, so be impressed. Oh, that's good water. So if anybody made it this far, thank you, and I appreciate you. But okay, there is still hope. I do feel like there's potential in the new format of zombies. I don't feel like it's all bad. I don't feel like round-based players are just gonna fall off the map, but we're never going to have. We gotta understand and accept that we're never gonna have the same experiences we had before. We're not gonna have the same sense of nostalgia, um, or just amazement when something new happens. We're not gonna have that. Body flop mechanics are always the best mechanics. We're not gonna have that anymore. And that sucks, and that's also just because I've realized, again, a lot of the round-based players are older. We've experienced a lot now, and it takes a lot more to amaze us and make us happy. It's just part of life in general, but that doesn't mean we can't find enjoyment in what we got. Can I make you a turn? No. I don't know, maybe, but it didn't do it, so we'll assume not. Why I think anybody should love round-based zombies. Well, you gotta give it a shot for one. You have to get out of your you have to get out of your try-hard mindset. You gotta get out of your open world mindset. You gotta get out of, you know, your Warzone mindset. You gotta get out of your head. You gotta you gotta try something new. Bonk. Bonk. You gotta try something new. So just imagine this. I don't imagine I'm gonna be putting up any visuals or anything during this video. This is more of like a TED Talk or podcast, if anything. Um, let me put this out here. Imagine this. Imagine a simple, replayable experience that wasn't that stressful, but also was something that slowly but surely got harder and harder and more stressful, I guess you could say, or more intense. It got harder and harder and more intense over time, but it had a lot of replayability. Okay. And yes, you may be thinking of a battle royale right now. Now imagine this. Imagine something where almost never you could get angry at a friend. Where you wouldn't be blaming them for a simple mistake. Something that you could laugh at their mistakes with. Almost every time. Something that you could small talk consistently with. Talk about serious things, talk about lighthearted things, and just have a good time either playing the game while also not really playing the game. It's not an experience. Imagine an experience that's not limited to just the game, talking about the game, focusing on the game, but experience that touches into the real world, that allows for mindless yet fun gameplay that's replayable. Wow, what a happy note I'm ending on. I don't know. Okay, I lost my train of thought because of this. All I'm trying to say is that the zombies experience is a really, really good one. Oh, I timed it wrong. Okay, it took longer to reload than I thought it would. But the zombies experience is a really good one. It just... Ooh, oh. I can smell my own blood. Fear me. Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Trying not to end the round, but I don't know how many zombies are left. Okay, well, we're going to assume that's going to do his own thing. Is stamina up on this map? Is it in the alley? Is there... I don't know if stamina up's even on this map. I think I have to hit the Wonder Fist for that. Okay, sorry that I keep having these pauses. It's something that I'm trying to work on, but zombies has just always been that experience for me and so many other people. It was something that left room for both something that you felt was accomplishable, something that leaves room for continuous improvement. And the problem with, and again, many of you might be thinking Battle Royale, because a lot of the stuff that I said could be applied to a Battle Royale. But what you have to consider is I mean more than that. Because the biggest accomplishment you can have in a Battle Royale is winning. Right? Fine, I'll take Widows. I wanted stamina, but is winning. I mean, of course, you could try to go pro if you put a whole lot of time in. You could you know, attempt to join tournaments or whatever, but all in all, you're winning. You're gonna get first place. That's the peak experience you look for. And those funny moments that happen with you and your friends and everything else. Funny moments can happen in any games, and trust me, Zombies has a whole lot of fun memories that can be made. Whole lot. But it's something that you can also see continuous improvement on. Something that I still remember to this day was the first times I started playing Zombies. Where, see, I'm on round 29 right now. I'm doing pretty okay for somebody that hasn't played in 6 months. I'm like an average to slightly above average player. I'm definitely no Easter egg hunter. I'm definitely no high rounder. But I'm decent. I still remember the times when getting to round 15 was a near impossible task. Round 20 was something that was insane, something that only happened on a really good day. And 25 to 30, that's when I peaked. That's when I felt that I was on a high. That's when I felt that something was in my genes, that I was becoming a gaming demon that I was always meant to be. And that's something that you can continuously have in Zombies. Even if you get really good, the experience of just the simple juking or the constant battle between you and mindless enemy, it's something to really enjoy. And it's not something that's going to get you mad. I mean, unless you're doing, you know, Easter egg hunts, or not Easter egg hunts, but world records or high rounds where there's a little bit of RNG involved, and you definitely could get upset with that. It's not like you're going to get, you know, DOSed. It's not like you're going to get upset because someone was hacking and, you know, you got yeeted. It's not like you're going to get upset because your friends weren't there to back you up when you pushed in. This is something that, yeah, you can have a lot of fun with your friends or by yourself. And something that, you know, is also both online, offline. You can do it anywhere. And it's a really wonderful experience. And it's so sad to me that it's dying off. Because I don't feel like it's outdated. Yes, I feel like some of the older installations are outdated at this point, but I don't feel like the experience in general is an outdated experience. I don't think everything needs to be an overly complicated multiplayer or a battle royale now for a shooting game to be entertaining. I don't think the visual effects need to be off the wall crazy good for you to actually find enjoyment in something. But a lot of people do. Ooh, my voice. Oop. Well, I'm gonna leave that in. That was a burp. I don't know if it picked up on the mic or not. I don't know. I really don't know. Sorry. When I start to think, my awareness for... They're running in... When I start to think like this, my brain sort of starts to turn off. And that's definitely not the best thing. Man, only if I had monkey bombs. We're gonna attempt to do this, and we're gonna see how this goes. Okay. Round 30, baby. And we've only gotten down twice. We're gonna do our first gobblegum hit. Let's see what happens. What is that? In plain sight? Okay. Gobblegums a lot of times are just this is just a get out of jail free card, basically. But yeah, I'm gonna miss it. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna miss it. I wish more people were gonna miss it. I wish something I love wasn't dying out of popularity because of, again, what I feel to be the mistake of basically a whole bunch of me's. I'm grabbing it. I don't care what it is. Oh, it's Widow's Wine again. I swear all I get from the Kino der Toten Wonder Fizz is Widow Wine and Deadshot. I think that's the only two perks in there. Okay, let's grab that. It's just really sad because, again, I don't feel like it's all the creators' fault. I feel like it's largely people like me's fault. And I will say, one of the greatest things about Zombies and the Zombies community in general is not a single one of the games has died yet. Every single, well, maybe World at War, but anything other than that, and even that, has some things that probably some people, some nutheads that are still playing it, but it's an experience that people still crave. There's still so many active people going for world records. There's still so many high rounders. There's so many people that do, and especially even in recent years, there's so many people doing retrospectives or, um, bringing a new friend into this for the first time or whatever. Like, there's so much content, basically, still being made for games that are getting decade plus old now. And of course, there's a lot of games that are like that, especially with updating systems and this and that, and just how everything in society is starting to work. It's getting easier to play older games, but I still feel like it's something to be impressed about. I'm playing with one hand right now, but I still feel like it's something to be really impressed about. And I just wanted to say, I love zombies, and Kino der Toten is the best zombies map. Okay, no, it's not. It's 100% not. Oh my gosh, if nobody understands that, and I mean, honestly, I doubt anybody's ever gonna make it this far, but oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I think I'm done here. I really don't know what to talk about anymore, and I honestly have already completely forgotten anything I have said. So, all I can really say is thank you for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one. Peace.